Welcome mamas to today's workout. We've got a 10-minute third trimester toning workout. We're gonna do this without any weight or resistance today, but if you're really eager, you could use a resistance band around your legs. Let's come to the floor. We're gonna start with a kneeling hydrant. So knees under hips, hands under shoulders, abs tight, belly button pulled in toward your spine. We're gonna take that front leg to the side, and then we're gonna kick it back. Bend and release. So we're adding a little additional kickback to that fire hydrant. So knee comes up just a little bit under that hip, and then we extend. You can flex or point the foot, but when you extend that leg, I want you to squeeze your butt, and that leg should stay about hip level or lower in that kickback. Now it's gonna throw your balance off a little bit, so try to push evenly through your hands, brace that core as you kick, and when in doubt, kick lower, go lower, because we don't want that work to go too much into the lower back. We don't want to throw off our balance and start compromising either. Let's get one more. We're gonna stay on that leg, on that same side. So that leg is gonna extend, and we're gonna extend the opposite arm for a bird dog extension. So front arm or front leg, back arm, lift, and we're gonna extend to the side, forward, and down. Let's do that again. So we lift, open, lift, down, pushing evenly through the hand and the knee that's on the ground. As you lift that leg, squeeze the butt, brace your core, pulling that belly button in toward your spine. We're aiming for the corner as we open up. You can flex or point your foot, whatever you want to do. We're trying to keep a nice long spine here. Neck is in neutral, so that means you're looking down. Only 10 seconds left on this one. I know that arm is burning here. Almost there. Take it as slow as you need to. Third trimester. If you're still moving, break. You're doing great, so just do what you can. We're going to a kneeling straight leg pulse. So we're gonna take that front leg up again, just the leg, extend it back, and pulse. Pulse. Again, bracing that core, keeping the hips square and the chest square to the floor, pushing evenly through your hands. You can flex or point the foot here, but I want you to squeeze that glute like you mean it. We're here for a long interval, so again, listen to your body. If you need more breaks, take them. If you feel like you're starting to shift or lean, try to fix that. But again, third trimester, things get really hard, but as long as you keep moving to some extent, even if it's just a short walk or a short workout, you should be really happy with that. Even for someone like me, rest gets really hard to work out. All right, we're staying on the knees. We're gonna do a kneeling elephant walk. So knees, take them a little bit wider than your hips. We're gonna walk those hands forward, just untuck your toes, walk those hands forward, walk them back. It's called an elephant walk. I don't know who came up with that name, but you're slowly just inching those hands forward. And I'm going about one hand width, but you could take it smaller. And as far as you go, I want you to make sure your abs are tight. So don't go so far where your like back is straining or you're starting to arch it or your core is starting to lose function, and you know that by how it feels. Is there a lot of pressure? Are you seeing a coning situation happen? Then don't walk as far forward. But this is a great way to challenge your core, and if you're trying to get your baby into a good position for labor and delivery, this is a good exercise. I did these a lot with my daughter who was breech for most of my pregnancy. All right, we're gonna move to that kneeling hydrant. This time we're gonna do the other side. So hydrant with that kickback. Reset that tabletop. Here we go. Take that leg up, extend, bend, and release. Squeeze that booty. And again, make sure those hands are evenly pressing into the ground. Hips and shoulders are square to the floor. So we don't want to lift the leg up so much that we're twisting at the hips, right? We want to keep that work in the glutes. Using control. We're almost there. and rest. We're gonna move on to that bird dog with the extension. So this time, it's gonna be that opposite leg. So the same leg we just kicked back, opposite arm. Here we go, lift up, open, center, and lightly down. And again, you wanna control that. So you're not just collapsing back into the floor, you're really using your core to just gently lower. And especially at this movement, when we're moving the arm and leg, to use your core helps keep everything stable and allows you to move properly. Almost there, you guys. I know that arm on the floor is really burning here. We're gonna give it a little break in a second. But again, feel free to take as many breaks as you need. It's your body. You do what feels good to you today. All right, and if you need to just push back onto those hips for a second, go for it, because we're gonna keep both hands on the ground for that straight leg pulse. Deep breath, here we go. Take it up and pulse. Tiny, tiny movement, keeping it about hip level throughout. Pushing evenly through those hands. That booty squeezing, about halfway there. Whew, it's amazing, even in these small movements where we're doing toning, how much you feel your heart pumping, how much your muscles are burning. You don't have to do anything crazy, especially during pregnancy. Your heart rate gets up doing not very much, right? All right, rest for a second. We're going to a kneeling shoulder tap. So you can keep your knees here under your hips, or you can walk them back a little bit, but take them a little wider than your hips. We're just gonna tap one shoulder at a time, alternating arms. I want you to go slow. I want you to focus on bracing your abs. What happens when you lift that arm? Do you feel a shifting? Try to control that. You do that by pulling your belly button in toward your spine. And then I want you to try to keep your weight forward over your shoulders. So if you're here, I want you to pull your knees in rather than try to take them back. That might mean there's too much pressure on your core. So you want to pay attention to that. Are you feeling a lot of pressure in your core? Are you feeling like your abs are coning, or do you see that when you look at your abs? Yes, you still have abs, they're still there. They might work a little differently, but they're still there. We want to make sure they stay strong throughout our pregnancy. All right, moving to an alternating bird dog. So you're gonna bring those knees back under your hips, and we're gonna take opposite arm and leg up and then down. So just like that bird dog extension, this time we're just switching arms and legs and adding a little more of a stability challenge, because you're going from one side to the next and you're gonna feel there's a difference. One side, you might see your balance is better on, and this is also kind of a little burnout based on everything we've done in this position so far, but we're getting close to the end. Breathe, keep that belly tight. Almost there, last 5 seconds. Nice. All right, here comes our last exercise. We're gonna do a modified bear crawl. So come to the back of your mat here. We're gonna crawl a few steps forward and a few steps back, leaving those knees on the ground. So crawl forward and crawl back. You might be thinking, why am I doing this? My baby's supposed to be doing this, or maybe you have kids that have done this. Yes, exactly. You know what it takes to crawl? Core strength. So that's what we're doing. Working on strengthening that core, plus coordination with the opposite arm and leg. Good for your brain, good for baby positioning. And also, like I mentioned, you might find that your heart rate's up doing simple things. And these are moves that also mimic things you do in real life, right? Like cleaning the floor maybe, picking up your kids' clothes, chasing them around. Really functional movement. All right, we made it through. There you have it, your 10-minute third trimester toning workout. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Be sure to check out my other workouts for a healthy and fit pregnancy during all trimesters. Plus, if you're in your third trimester, be sure to check out my postpartum recovery videos for after you have your baby. I'll see you guys next time.